Hey everybody, Grayson here again from Grayson Salvi Financial Coaching. Here to talk today about the Senate stimulus package. So we talked yesterday in the video about how the Senate agreed in the early hours of Wednesday morning to a stimulus package. Well, they've now signed that package. It was passed unanimously in the Senate, so it'll go to the House and then to the President. But the cool thing is we know a lot more about what's included in that bill now that we've had some time to digest it and look at it. And so today I wanted to cover the aspects of this bill that directly impact you as an individual. There's a lot of stuff in there that applies to big businesses and government agencies. If you want to look that stuff up, you can, but I'm here to tell you about how you're going to be directly impacted by this stimulus bill. So today we'll cover the direct payments to individuals, the impact of student loan payments, the Real ID deadline extension. There's some historic unemployment benefits expansion here, and then foreclosure and eviction relief. So let's jump in with the direct payments to individuals. We reviewed this in the video yesterday, and there's really no change. It's exactly what we expected. The thresholds and the payments for individuals and married couples remains the same. One thing I did get clarity on, which I didn't know when I read through yesterday the initial stories that were coming out, is that $500 per child is available to both individuals as well as couples. So you don't have to be married to get that, which is what we thought. So that's good. So again, just to note that it's been passed by the Senate, but it's not law yet. Remember how a bill gets made. It's still got to go through the House and then to the President. Because it was passed unanimously in the Senate, I don't expect any substantial changes, maybe not any at all, when it goes to the House. That's some strong bipartisan support, so this should pass pretty quickly. All right, student loans, guys, this is so cool. This is going to provide some major relief to y'all out there that are still paying on your student loans. So if you have a federal student loan, not a private, but a federal, your payments will be suspended through September 30th. Think about that for a second. That's almost 6 months of not having to make a student loan payment. Any interest you accrue during that time is going to be waived. So it's essentially like pressing pause on your student loan payments for 6 months and then picking right back up where you left off on October 1st. So if you're thinking to yourself, well, I'm in a federal government student loan forgiveness program, how's this going to affect that if I'm not making payments for 6 months? Well, the good news is the time that you're on a pause from your payments from now until October, that's still going to count towards your time in the loan forgiveness program. So even though you're not making payments, you're still getting credit for making those payments for the student loan forgiveness program. So yesterday we talked about what the Department of Education was already doing and how if you wanted to take place in the student loan deferments that they were talking about previously, you had to contact your loan provider. The good news is now this suspension is going to be automatic. You don't have to do anything at all. It's just going to happen, and you're not going to have to make any payments, which is really, really cool. All right, and then they're also halting collections practices. So if you're in default on your loans and you've got collectors coming after you from the government to get paid, you're not going to have to worry about that for the duration of this pandemic. So you're going to get some relief there too. And another really cool move that shows that I think their hearts are in the right place with this is that if you've already paid money for a loan that's in collections during this pandemic, you're going to get refunded that amount too. So that's really awesome. And quick and easy here, the Real ID deadline, you've probably heard about this. A lot of states are having to upgrade their driver's license, their IDs to meet new federal requirements. The original deadline for this was supposed to be October 1st of this year, and that's being expanded until at least September of 2021. So being pushed back at least a year, and we'll see if that goes longer or not. All right, I talked about the historic unemployment benefits. Guys, this is really cool. If you are one of the unfortunate people that finds yourself without work because your company's doing layoffs, hours just aren't there anymore, well, the Senate stimulus package is providing some federal unemployment benefits on top of your state benefits. So right now, your state benefit payments run between $250 and $500 a week, depending on where you live. This stimulus bill will add an additional federal payment of up to $600 per week. That's awesome. Saying awesome a lot in this one. Anyway, it also expands the benefits for unemployment for an additional 13 weeks that'll be covered by the federal government. So current state benefits, again, depending on where you are, run from 12 to 28 weeks. And this will, in some cases, more than double the amount of time that you'll be able to receive those benefits. Historic. That's really good news. And then mortgage relief. Again, yesterday we talked about what Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac were doing with mortgages that they own. If you have a federally backed mortgage and you're experiencing financial hardship because of this COVID-19 pandemic, you can now put your loans into forbearance for up to 60 days. And then at the end of that 60 days, you can extend that for an additional 30 days up to 4 times. So back of the napkin math, that's up to 180 days. You could potentially put a pause on your mortgage payments. In addition, foreclosures are suspended for 30 days, and that's starting back as of March 18th. So if you're going through the foreclosure process right now, this could be a welcome break for you to kind of get your feet back under you, catch your breath, and not have to worry about that stressor in the near term. And then again, no fees, penalties, or additional interest are going to be charged during the time because of your delayed payments. So unlike the student loans, it wasn't clear whether or not this is going to happen automatically. So if you've got any questions, reach out to your mortgage provider and make sure you get some answers. I know a lot of people are reaching out right now because a lot of people have questions about what's going on with their mortgages. So please be patient. And when you do finally get a hold of someone, remember to be kind. Just be nice to people. You're going to get a lot more help and a lot better answers because those guys on the other end of the line, they're getting flooded with requests right now. Also, like I mentioned, it's not law yet, so all of this stuff is pending. We do expect it to happen. Hopefully, it'll be passed by the House and get signed into law. Maybe by the end of this week. Hopefully, by the middle of next week at the latest. That's just a guess on my part, so don't hold me to that either. And a lot of you have asked about relief efforts for small businesses as well. I'm working on a video for that, so stay tuned. I'll try and get that out in the next day or two. Again, if you have any questions about anything that I covered today that's included in the stimulus package, or you just want to talk about your specific situation and how you can better weather this pandemic and its impact to you financially, please feel free to reach out. You can respond in the comments to wherever you watch this video, or if you see this link down here in the bottom, that'll let you sign up for a free, no cost, no obligation 30-minute session just to talk about what's going on with you and how we can help. All right, everyone. Have a great day.